Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the podcast. For the episode, I have Ivan Mana, and he helps entrepreneurs grow online by breaking down the exact steps to build a profitable business. And so he's a digital marketer, he's also a YouTuber, course creator, affiliate, and today the audience of doctor, lawyer, dentists, entrepreneurs, accountants are gonna learn how to grow online with step-by-step actionable marketing tutorials. Ivan, welcome.
Hey, hello, Chris. Thank you for having me on. Excited to
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah. Welcome to the show and briefly introduce yourself and we'll dive into the content and the questions.
Sure. Yeah, so my name is Ivan. I started online and affiliate marketing back in 2017 of January, and I started promoting various products. So I went through the whole journey myself of not having anything at all, just working at a bank, and then just starting from scratch in this thing called online marketing. And I recently made a shift from just general affiliate marketing to general online marketing. So helping small businesses, medium-sized businesses grow online, make their presence known. I try to make it as simple as possible because I know that it can be overwhelming at the start.
Yeah, fascinating. And talk about the clients that what do they come to you for, or what are they struggling with or sick and tired of, fed up with, and to get them to actually come and work with you.
Yeah, so the clients mainly are just frustrated and overwhelmed, usually at a specific point in their marketing journey. So I have clients from all over the whole marketing cycle, right? People struggling with building their website, to people struggling with the tracking and setting up Google Analytics or third-party tracking tools and understanding how to read the data and what to do with the data, to clients actually running the paid ads and having problems with the paid ads, with them not working, right? And so I would go in there, I would look at their website, their landing page, look at their whole funnel, see what's going on, look at their ads. And so, yeah.
Interesting. So the other question I have for you is, why most small businesses fail at marketing. What is the number one thing that they're doing and what is a quick fix to it?
Mhm. Yeah, I would say in terms of online marketing, the biggest reason is that just the targeting is wrong. So people that don't do marketing, as I didn't when I first started, they think that when you market, you just have this one brand message, just one message that goes to everybody. And that's not the case because there's a whole funnel, right? There's people at the very top who don't even know they have a problem. Then there's people at the bottom that are specifically looking for a solution. And so I think the biggest challenge and the biggest reason for why small businesses fail is because they aren't able to attract the clients because usually their messaging is wrong. They're targeting the wrong audience. So to answer your second question, how do you address it is first of all, understand that there's a whole funnel. It's not just one message that you send to everybody. You have to first understand that there's different layers in the buyer's journey for what people know and what they're looking for, and then create a different message for each of this different target audience.
Yeah. Interesting. So then the other question I have for you is a lot of people, for example, like it's this way of monetizing is ads, sponsorships, affiliates. But you talked about how you went away from affiliate and went into helping actually owners grow and fix their problems. What prompted you to shift from this ad sponsorship affiliate model to more helping direct clients? Is that a better way, or was this kind of ad sponsorship affiliate model broken?
Yeah. So it took me some time, took me about 6 or 7 years to figure this out. It's that you need the experience to actually understand it and see what's working and what isn't. And so what happened, so just to give a little description of what I was doing before, what this strictly affiliate marketing means, what I was doing before is I would basically look for some of the top performing products on affiliate networks like ClickBank. You would look for the top selling products, and then I would just run ads to them, either run ads directly to those products or run ads to a landing page and try to collect some leads and then sell that way. And yes, what I realized after finally 6 years is looking back at my income and at the sustainability of the products that I'm promoting is that the only income that I was still earning after 6 years at the time when I started, I made the change a year or two ago. The only income that stayed with me, the only products that I'm still promoting are the products that are associated with me and my brand. So anything that I use myself personally to grow my brand and to do whatever I'm doing. So in this case, I do online marketing. So that means website builders, landing page builders, tracking tools, email autoresponders. These are the only tools with which I'm still getting paid commissions, with which I still have partnerships with. The affiliate product, just the standalone random products that I used to just promote and run ads for and do all that stuff, I don't make commissions for those products anymore for various reasons. Either the product just no longer exists. Tons of products that I used to promote, they just no longer exist. I don't know why, where they went. Some of them ended up getting bad reviews. They were pretty shady, scammy products, so you don't want to associate yourself with that. Some of them just change their rules around, right? So you become at the mercy of these products that you're promoting. And if they change a single rule, if they say you're not allowed to run paid ads anymore, as a lot of them have the rule, you just can't use Google Ads or you can't use Facebook ads to promote those products, you have to go look for another product. And so not only is this not a sustainable business model where it's not something that I can rely on, but also you just have to keep working. You just have to constantly keep looking for products and promoting, and it becomes like a little hamster wheel. So that's why I made the shift now to just helping like business owners, not just this one-time product I'm going to promote for a month and then go find something else, but something more consistent, something more steady, and something that's going to stay with me and the face of my brand forever.
Interesting. Yeah, I think what you're describing is this digital rat race. And the other question I have for you is when you talked about just this, where the kind of now we have artificial intelligence and there's questionable talk. Google's no longer is going to get replaced by OpenAI's ChatGPT. For example, I use ChatGPT now 60% of the time versus last month it was 50, but now I'm always going to ChatGPT because it gives me better answers than Google. Where should people like go? Because there's underrated platforms or strategies for getting traffic that most people overlook. Talk about where people should be focused on.
Yeah, I think people should be focused on providing real value and content. So building out their brand and delivering value. Ideally, writing something that AI can't. And this is how right now we have the edge over AI is that if you go to Google and you type something in, you're going to get this AI response, right?
Yeah.
But people will still go through the different other articles that are there because they want to see something that the AI didn't answer. So the key is to really look for a problem, look for something that is not just easily solvable, that you have hundreds of videos on YouTube about, and find something that's really difficult and really challenging and try to focus on those types of things to make content on that, to really help people solve the problems that is not so readily available right now.
Interesting. For example, where should be people focused on? Should they be, because for example, like social media, you're tied to the algorithms. What about, for example, like SEO as well? What are strategies for getting traffic or should people be building an email list or a newsletter? Talk about those types of things.
Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely. I'm a big proponent or a big supporter, you can say, for email marketing and getting those leads, which also I learned the hard way. Because again, when I was doing affiliate marketing, a lot of the time I didn't want to do that. It's just too much work. Creating a landing page, creating all these autoresponders for this one offer that you're no longer going to promote next week. Yeah. And so I was really against this. I was really lazy to do it. But then again, looking back on my 6 years, 2 years ago of the whole experience, all the clients that I had, all the people that signed up for my email list are still with me. They're still on my email list after 6 years, as opposed to all these other products that I promoted that are no longer there. So I say the focus should always be on collecting leads. I think that's your number one initial focus, is especially if you can offer some kind of lead magnet, some kind of ebook, some kind of checklist, something small like that to get people into your funnel. So if you can absolutely hone in and get any sort of traffic, so you can utilize social media, you can utilize YouTube, you can utilize paid ads to get people on your email list. I think that should be a priority, because no matter what happens to your accounts anywhere on social media, on Google, you will always have your email list. And that's something I didn't understand a long time ago. That took me a while to notice. But your email list is actually also your highest converting traffic.
Wow.
So yeah, focus on getting as many leads as possible.
Yeah, interesting. The other looking back, because you went from your first $50 commission to replacing your full-time job within a year. What was like the holy grail? What specifically caused you to go into hypergrowth?
Honestly, it was just the dogged persistence. I would go 10 to 12 hours every single day, weekend or no weekend, holiday or no holiday. I just said, I'm going to keep doing this until I see some results because I had to. I didn't have the job. I quit the job so I could focus on this. So I had to make it work. And yeah, it was just a matter of, with marketing, there's just so many components and so many elements. When you first hear marketing, I bet it feels overwhelming to some people that haven't studied it. And so as I was learning and trying out, that's the thing. I wasn't just looking at videos and just having it in the head. I would actually implement. I would implement every single thing that I learned. So after implementing a bunch of different techniques and going through a bunch of different courses and implementing what was taught there with a variety of different traffic sources, I got the picture and I got the gist of generally what a good ad, what a good website, what a good marketing funnel would look like. And so that's what helped me, what propelled me a little bit towards that early success and first got me started.
Interesting. Shifting course to YouTube, because I think what I find interesting about YouTube is it's like a replacement for traditional television. It's if you can get it, it's like really, it can really set you apart. But what was the key to your success with building a YouTube channel with millions of views? And a lot of people, they're like, yeah, I'm going to become a YouTuber. They stick at it for a month and then they're like, yeah, I got one subscriber, and then they quit. So how did you help over 500 students with paid courses, building a YouTube channel? Talk about that.
Yeah. So honestly, I'd say my passion, to answer your question directly, I just love teaching and I love computers. I just love being on my computer and just going through things, and especially the complicated stuff, the stuff that people hate with the tracking and all these analytics and setting all that up. I love doing it. And then I also love teaching. So it's a great combination. And that's what helped propel me. And so actually, I first typed in what is affiliate marketing into Google January 1st, 2017. That's when I first typed it in and started learning about it. And then January 22nd, 2017, I made my first video on YouTube.
Oh,
And I
wow.
did it strictly because I had all this new knowledge that I learned and I had to share it. And so
Wow.
since then, I've just been making video after video, just sharing, regardless of whether I got views or not. So I think for me, that's what separates me from a lot of the other people who, as you say, fail, because a lot of people, they expect something. Maybe they expect after 10 videos, they're going to get this many views and this many subscribers. And I didn't. I expected nothing. I just wanted to just do what was inside me, which
Uh-huh.
was share all this information that I wanted to share.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, luckily enough, it just so happened that those videos were in demand. It's not like I did research beforehand and planned that, oh, people like this specific how to set up ClickBank video, whatever video I made a topic on. It's not like I did the research. I just made a video for whatever I wanted to share with the world, right? And even now, just a few months ago, for example, I made a video which originally got very few views because it addressed a very specific problem with Camtasia, where it would freeze the screen on exporting the video. And it was a very specific problem. That's not a video that you would want to do if you were trying to get many views, but I did it anyway. I didn't care because it's a problem that I faced for a few days and then I finally solved it and I just wanted to share it. So at first I got 1, 2, 3, 5 views on that video. And then it just started picking up a little bit more. Now I think it's 2,000 or so, still not crazy amount, but 2,000 people that I've helped with this issue. I'm happy with that. To answer your question, yeah, it's just my love for what I do that helped me keep going because I'm not expecting any sort of results. I just do it because I like it.
Yeah. I really love I love how you describe this idea of you're helping your customer and solve a particular problem. Because like I said, a lot of people, they get into this and they're like, yeah, I just want to get a million followers. And if you were to look back like this, again, this holy grail, and what would you say is like some of your biggest mistakes that you fell into early on, and how can others avoid them moving forwards?
Yeah, I think one of the mistakes was I took a lot of paid courses. Now, that's not the mistake. That's not the mistake. The mistake was that a lot of these paid courses that I took, I was blinded by one of our greatest faults in humanity, and that is the social proof aspect. Social proof and credibility. So if we see somebody flashing their fancy cars around and their fancy planes and fancy houses, we just instinctually believe them, right? That's just humans because they're so successful, or at least in this niche when we're talking about making money online. So when we see somebody that they have the results that we're looking for, we just believe them right off the bat.
Yeah.
And so one of the initial mistakes I did, a lot of the initial courses I bought were these people who were flashing their wealth around, but the content wasn't actually very good.
Yeah.
So one thing I'd say to people starting out and how to avoid it is just be aware of some of these psychological principles and things that can mislead you and trick you. So if I was aware of that back then, I would have done a little bit more research into those people, right? I would have paid a little more attention to what they're saying rather than what they're flashing, for example.
Yeah. Yeah. And the longer I've been, again, a lot of it's just talking with people at this point. If you've been in this for consistently for a number of years now, you really don't need paid courses unless it's because a lot of these you're wasting thousands of dollars and a lot of them are just crap, for lack of a better word. The next question I have for you is what are you, because you talk about simple funnels for beginners, what are just like very simple things that people can start doing to start building like a following, a funnel, and start nurturing these leads?
Yeah. So the most basic skeleton template for, I think, a successful funnel is just having your lead magnet first. So having a landing page. So even if you have a website, if you're running any sort of paid ads or anything like that, I'd still recommend a separate landing page because it's less distracting to the people on the landing page to get your freebie, sign up for your freebie, rather than the full website.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing, is some sort of lead magnet if you can, if it is applicable to you, maybe an ebook, a checklist, anything like that. That's the first step, which then takes people to your paid offer or your paid service, which then takes people to potentially your upsell offer.
Yeah.
So that's the funnel. That's the most basic funnel at its core. You can, of course, add elements. You can add more upsells. You can add more downsells. You can add bump offers. You can add tripwire offers, anything like that. And before that, to even get people to the freebie, you have some sort of content, some sort of free content, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's a blog post, article, a podcast episode, whatever your primary means of communication are. That's the first step, taking people to your lead magnet, to your offer, to your upsell. That's ideally, yeah.
Interesting. Really fascinating. If people wanted to connect with you on social, subscribe to your YouTube channel, work with you, reach out to you, how can they do that?
Absolutely. Yeah. So my website is ivanmana.com, IVANMANA.com. I have about 700 or 800 plus videos on YouTube at this point. They can also check out at youtube.com/ivanmana as well. And yeah, I can provide my email as well. Would that be beneficial?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. How can people contact you and get in touch with you?
Sure. Yeah. So the email is Ivan, IVAN, at ivanmana.com.
Yeah.
My
Excellent.
personal email for the brand.
Yeah. I really admire how you got your first $50 check and then did this full time. And then now you're helping people. It's a really interesting journey and keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you.